Good morning, students. Today we are going to study about the subject Basic Electrical and Electronics Engineering. In that we are going to study about basics in electrical and electronics. So first we are going to study about resistor and resistance. Resistor is a device which opposes or resists the flow of current through the circuit. Resistance is the property of a body by virtue of the resistor device. That means it resists the flow of electricity or current through the circuit, and we can say also it equals the difference of potential divided by the current through it, that is R is equal to V by I. Unit of resistance is ohm. It is denoted as a letter R. Its symbol is shown below. And next, capacitor and capacitance. Capacitor is a electronic component, passive two-terminal electronic component, which is used to store the energy in the form of electric field. Capacitance is a property of capacitor, and the capacitor have at least two electric conductors separated by a dielectric material. Its unit is farad. It is denoted as a letter capital C. Its symbol is shown as below. Next, inductor and inductance. Inductance is a property of inductors. Inductor is a passive two-terminal electrical component which stores the energy in the form of magnetic field. An inductor is used in both analog circuits and signal processing. It is one of the basic components used in electronics also, where current and voltage changes with time. Its unit is Henry. It is denoted as a letter L. Its symbol as shown below. Next, basic law, Ohm's law. Ohm's law states that voltage or potential difference is directly proportional to the current flowing through the circuit. That is, V is directly proportional to I. When we remove the proportional, we are going to add one constant. That is, V is equal to R into I. That thing we can say that V is equal to IR. So it's a common statement. Ohm's law is nothing but V is equal to IR. The ratio of in one way, in another way we can say Ohm's law is nothing but ratio of potential difference between any 2 points of a conductor is to the current flowing between them is constant. That is, V by I is equal to constant. Constant is nothing but R as a resistance. It is a basic equation to solve both AC and DC circuits, and Ohm's law can be expressed in three forms. First one is V is equal to IR, R is equal to V by I is equal to V by R. Next, Kirchhoff's law. Kirchhoff's law can be divided into two laws. One is Kirchhoff's current law and another one is Kirchhoff's voltage law. Kirchhoff's current law states that sum of all currents meeting at a junction O is nothing but equal to 0. That is known as Kirchhoff's current law. Next, we can say in another way also, the incoming current is equal to outgoing current. That is known as Kirchhoff's current law. So in the name itself, it shows current. So sum of all currents meeting at a junction or node in an electrical circuit is 0. And another way we can say sum of incoming current is equal to sum of outgoing current. So formula says summation I is equal to 1 to n, I suffix I is equal to 0. That is Kirchhoff's current law. Next is Kirchhoff's voltage law. Kirchhoff's voltage law, in any closed circuit or mesh or loop, we can say the algebraic sum of all voltages is equal to 0. So in the name itself it says voltage. So sum of all voltages in any closed circuit is equal to 0. That is Kirchhoff's voltage law. Kirchhoff's current law means sum of all currents meeting at a junction is equal to 0. That is Kirchhoff's current law. So now we are going to see the Kirchhoff's current law and Kirchhoff's voltage law briefly with the help of a circuit. Here we can see on a circuit, it's a 5 nodes meeting at a point O. The current flows through the first node is I1, I2, I3, I4 and I5. We are going to take 5 branches having the current I1, I2, I3, I4, I5. In that circuit, we are going to apply the KCL to that circuit. KCL is nothing but a sum of incoming current is equal to sum of outgoing. That is a mention here. I incoming is equal to I outgoing. Here I1 and I3 are incoming current. So I am going to add the I1 plus I3, that is I incoming, is equal to outgoing current are I2, I4 and I5. I2 plus I4 plus I5, that is Kirchhoff's law. Next, Kirchhoff's voltage law. We know that Kirchhoff's voltage law is nothing but a sum of all voltages in any closed loop is equal to 0. So here we are taking one example circuit. In that circuit we are having 3 loops, A, B, C, F, A, C, D, E, F, C, and then overall loop A, B, C, D, E, F, A. So we are having 3 loops. In that 3 loops we are going to apply the Kirchhoff's voltage law. So we are having current E1 and E2. I1 flows through R1, I2 flows R3. This R2, this I3 is equal to I1 plus I2. Sum of I1 plus I2 is equal to I3. This is Kirchhoff's current law. Here we are applying Kirchhoff's current law. Hence I3 is equal to I1 plus I2. So now we are going to apply KVL to all 3 loops. So first I already told you at junction C we get I3 equal to I1 plus I2 with the help of KCL, and we are having 3 loops named here. Kirchhoff's voltage law can be applied to get desired equation, and Kirchhoff's voltage law are used to derive the values of voltage drop, resistor and current. From A, B, C, F, A we are going to get the equation. See the circuit. This is the loop A, B, C, F, A. In this loop, E1 is a voltage which has positive drop, and I1 R1 is a negative voltage drop. Similarly, I3 R2 also having negative voltage drop. That is mentioned here. Plus E1 minus voltage drop across R1 is I1 into R1. We know Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. That's why here V1 is equal to I1 into R1 minus I3 into R2. That means current flows through resistor R2 is I3. So I3 into R2 equal to 0. So this is your Kirchhoff's voltage law. Sum of all voltages is equal to 0. This is E1 is a voltage, I into R is a voltage, and I3 R2 equal to voltage. So hence we need the value of E1. E1 is equal to this minus IR1 goes to that side, means plus IR1 plus I3 R2. This is loop ABCFA. Next loop is EDCFE. In that loop we are going to sign of EMF E2 is positive. Similarly I2 R3 is negative, I3 R2 is also negative. Hence we can get plus E2 minus I2 R3 minus I3 R2 equal to 0. I need the equation for E2. You will get E2 is equal to I2 R3 plus I3 R2. This is loop for EDCFE. Next loop ABCDEFA. For this loop we are going to apply KVL. So listen, that this is full loop. So we are going to consider E1, E2 and this I1 and I2. So we can't able to consider this R2. So now see this is positive voltage drop, this is negative voltage drop, this one is also negative voltage drop, and here when we are going to see the loop A, B, C, D, E, F, A. So this we are going to see in the clockwise direction. So this E2 is also a negative voltage drop. Hence we can write plus E1 minus I1 R1 plus I2 R3 and minus E2 is equal to 0. So we need the equation for E1 minus E2. E1 minus E2 is equal to I1 R1 minus I2 R3. So by solving the above 3 equations, we can determine the value of current, resistance and voltage drops. This is the uses application of KVL. Next topic is series connection. Series connection, we know that connection of two terminal networks that causes a common current to be carried out through the networks, since there is only a single path for the current. So series connection is nothing but connecting any electrical component in a single way, in a single path or single direction. That is known as series connection. In that series connection, current flows will be same. Here See the circuit, example series connection circuit. We are connecting 3 number of resistance R1, R2, R3 are connected in series with a single battery of voltage V. We are having 3 resistor R1, R2, R3. We are having the voltage V1 across R1, V2 across R2, V3 across R3. I is the current flow throughout the circuit. So I is the current flow. Current will be same in series connection. The same current flows through each resistance. Next, so we are having different voltage. So supply voltage is the sum of individual voltage drop across the resistance. Your supply voltage is V, that is equal to sum of all 3 voltage present in the circuit, V1, V2, V3 up to Vn. Here the equivalent resistance is equal to the sum of individual resistance, that is R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. This is series connection. Next, we are going to see about parallel connection. So parallel connection is nothing but a joining resistor by connecting positive leads together and negative leads together, and we can say also one end of the all electronic component are connected each other and another end of the all electronic component are connected each other. That connection is known as parallel connection. Here we are having 3 resistor R1, R2, R3 that are connected in parallel, which is connected to the one voltage supply V. Here current I starts to flow through the battery. That will split into branches through I1 current through R1, I2 current through R2, I3 through R3. So we are having here different current and having only same voltage. So instead of series connection, in the parallel connection, voltage will be same, current will be different. The same potential difference gets across the resistance in parallel. So hence we can say total current is equal to the sum of all current through the resistance. So I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3 up to IN. Here resistance value we can define reciprocal of the equal resistance is equal to the sum of reciprocal of the individual resistance. That means 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Thank you.